Hello guys and welcome to Laravel 7 tutorials. So guys, in the previous videos we successfully implemented our custom auth pages. Let me just show you right here. Okay, and in the last video we successfully made our custom auth pages functional. So let's just get a preview because I just want to explain you something. Okay, so I have already accessed my project directory and folder, so I will just run it php artisan serve. And let me see if XAMPP is up and running. Yeah, okay. So let's move to Google and I will access my project route. Okay, let's access this login page. Okay, so you can see our custom auth page is implemented, and now I'm going to try a fake email that does not exist so that we know it is up and functional. So you can see it is running, and now I just wanted to tell you that now is the time that we remove the routes from the web.php. Why? Guys, because these routes were just for the configuration purposes, or you can say these were the configuration route. That's it. Because we were implementing our pages, so we need to check if we are doing everything right or not. So these routes were just for the configuration purposes, and once they were up and running, we successfully replaced our custom auth pages with our Laravel auth pages. So let me show you what will happen if we don't remove these route from right here. Okay, right here. Okay, now you can see we can access our login page when we hit the route root/login. Let me show you something else. Let's access our project, and now if I try new login, we will see the exact same page. Why? Because we have a separate route as well for our custom auth pages, and this is not good at all because we have a reputation, and let's say if someone knows about this route, he will be able to access this route as well, which is not good enough. Okay, so I will just remove these route, and the same thing will happen for new register with register route and new forget with password reset route. So I will just remove it from right here. That's it. Nice and simple. Now let's refresh our page right here, and now you will see not found 404 page. Okay, so this was the purpose that we had to remove our routes. Okay, so now our pages, custom auth pages, are functional, and the next task is can you guess? Yeah, it is implementing our backend with the help of Bootstrap SB Admin 2. So in this video, we are going to create a master layout for our backend or admin dashboard. So let's start, and I will just move to download folder, and I'm going to access SB Admin 2 right here. Okay, so let's view this once again. I will just click index.html. Okay, so we are going to make a master layout out of this, and to make it easy, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to look for an empty page. So I can see inside pages I have a blank page right here. So this will be much easier to implement rather than these pages. So I will just access this blank page or blank.html to create my master layout. Okay guys, so let's move to once again the Bootstrap SB Admin 2, and I will search for a blank.html right here. Okay, so we are going to use this, and I will just open it with Sublime text editor right here. Okay, so now let's create a new folder. Why? Let me just tell you guys, it's my way, and whenever I'm working with Laravel or whenever I'm creating a Laravel project, what I do is I always create a separate directory. Let's say for an example, if I have a backend, I will put all my views related to backend in the backend folder, and all the views related to front end, I will make a separate folder for front end, and I will create all the front-end views in that specific folder, just to keep things separate, so that if someone access, or if I give access to someone to my project, so he can easily determine where he can find backend and front end, CSS, etc. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new folder inside view, new folder, and this would be backend. Nice and simple. Okay, now I'm going to create a new folder inside backend folder. Why? Because let me just tell you, go with the flow. Okay, I will just create a new folder and the name would be layout. Okay, so inside backend, this layout folder is going to contain the layout for our backend pages. Okay, so now I hope you guys understand why I made this new folder. Okay, so let's create a new file inside layout folder. Right here, new file, and let's name it master.blade.php. That's it. Now I will copy each and everything from this blank.html. Control A, Control C. That's it. Let's replace it right here. Okay. Now I will close the blank.html. That's it. Now let's see our master blade so that we can see what is happening out there. So for that, I will move to web.php and I'm going to create a new route, and I will just write a comment first, backend. That's it, to make things separate. And let's create a route get, and it would be, let's say, master for testing. And once again, guys, this is the configuration routes. Okay, function, not like this, function, and closure, it would be a closure function. Let's just return a route, return view, sorry, not a route, return a view. And this time it is inside views. With the help of this view folder view method, we are going to land in this views directory or folder. So after that, we have to access backend. I will just type backend and then dot. This means that I want to access the layout, okay, which is inside backend, and then I want to access the master. So I will just say dot master. Okay guys, so I hope you guys understand this. This is all from the Laravel basics. Okay, so let's hit our master layout, and I will move here and let's hit master. Okay, so view backend layout master not found. Let's see what we did wrong or where we got wrong. Okay, so it is view backend layout master. Yeah, it is correct. Backend, I think I made some mistake. Master. Okay, so here is the mistake. Right here you can see master.blade.php. That's why we can't find the file. Okay, dot. Sorry for the mistake, guys. Okay, let's refresh, and now you can see we have our master layout, but we don't have any CSS and JavaScript. So the next task is, let's get some CSS and JavaScript from these pages. And for that, first I will move to public folder right here. Now here, once again, I'm going to create a new folder inside this public folder. Right click, new folder, and the name would be backend. Nice and simple. Now inside this backend folder, I'm going to create 3 new folders. One would be CSS, one would be, I know you guys know that, yes, it is JavaScript. Yeah, okay, so the other one would be vendor. Okay, nice and simple. Now let's see what CSS and JavaScript files we need from SBadmin2. So first of all, we need from the vendor folder font awesome free /css all.min css. So first of all, let's move to SBadmin2 and let's access the vendor folder right here, and let's access this font awesome free, and inside this we have CSS, and here we have all.min.css. So I will just copy it, and I'm going to open a new window to access the directory. Open a new window so we can make things faster. Okay, let's move to XAMPP, htdocs and logging, and then we will move to public, backend, and here in the vendor folder. So I'm not going to create the subdirectories for now. I will just paste my file right here, all.min.css. And the third part is to make the changes. Now you guys know that how can we call CSS and JavaScript files with the help of asset method. So what this asset method is going to do, it is going to drop us right here in the public folder. Then I will define my directory backend, and then let's say we don't want this font awesome and this CSS etc. So I will just cut it down, and let's just cut it from here, vendor / all.min.css. I'll just cut it and paste it. If there is any confusion, you can see right here, backend, vendor, and our file. That's it. Okay, so let's make things clear right here. Okay, so the second step is we need a CSS file sb-admin-2 min.css from this CSS folder that is inside the main directory of our sb-admin2. Let's move to sb-admin2 right here in the main directory, CSS folder, and I will get sb-admin2 min.css. Copy this. Let's move to our project folder right here inside backend, and inside CSS folder I will just paste sb.min.css. Let's refresh and see but first we have to make the changes right here. Let's call asset, and this time it would be backend, and I will just copy everything because I have a CSS folder inside backend folder /. Okay, so one thing you have noticed guys, that for the route while defining a view I just use dot, and right here while defining a links or JavaScript I use / because I am addictive to it and I can't change this addiction. Whenever I'm going to define a CSS and JavaScript file I will use /, and whenever I'm going to define a view I will use dot notation. Okay, so keep that in mind, and you can use both of them, okay, if you want to. That's it. Not here, right here. That's it. Let's access our master layout once again, refresh, and now you can see something happening. Okay, so let's move, and that's it from the CSS portion. Let's move to JavaScript, and I will scroll down at the bottom. Okay, so first of all in here we need jQuery.min.js, so that bootstrap min.js, jQuery.easing.js, and sb-admin-2.min.js. Basically in this case we need this jQuery library file so that we can use all these JavaScript right here. Okay, so first of all let's put this into the jQuery or JavaScript folder, and to make things easy, if we want to, we can simply copy this file from here. Let's do that. Okay, so I will just move to sb-admin2 right here, and let's move to vendor, and inside jQuery let's copy this folder. Okay, we will remove the unnecessary file later. Let's keep it simple for now. Okay, backend, and inside vendor I will just paste it. Okay, now we need to make the necessary changes right here, asset, and this time backend, and I can copy the remaining directory from here, vendor, etc. That's it. Okay, now we need bootstrap.bundle.min.js from once again vendors folder. So I will just move to sb-admin2, and from here let's get this bootstrap. Let me see once again just to be sure. Yeah, JS, we are in the correct directory. JS, we need everything from here, so I will remove the unnecessary things later in this video or in the next video. So let's keep it simple for now. I will just copy the bootstrap folder and I will just paste it right here inside our project, public, backend, vendor folders. Okay. So the next thing is once again it is jQuery.easing. So once again it is inside the vendor folder. Let's move again to sbadmin2 vendor, and this time jQuery easing, copy to make the things easy right away. Okay, we will remove all the unnecessary files later or in the next video once again. Okay guys. Okay, so the next file is from the JS folder sbadmin2, and this JS folder is located in the main directory. So let's move to sbadmin, and I will move to JavaScript, and I will copy this sbadmin2.min.js, copy, and let's move right here in the vendor folder, and not in the vendor folder, backend JS right here. That's it. Now let's make the required changes. Now you know what you have to do guys. Asset, and for that, not like that, let's keep it like that for now, and here backend, and I want to access exactly the same because we just copied the folder and pasted it in our directory. Okay, yeah, everything looks fine. Okay, right here, asset, backend, and everything from here, cut, paste, that's it. Okay, now right here, once again, asset, and not like this, backend, and exactly the same, cut, paste. Okay, now let's, yeah, we have called all the JavaScript. So okay, let's move once again, refresh, and now you can see everything is working just perfectly fine. Okay, so maybe I don't have internet, or the internet is not working, that's why you are unable to see the logos, or these are related to some web fonts files. We will see that later, but just don't worry, everything will make sense. Okay guys, so okay, let me see just if we are missing anything, and let's see the console right here. Yeah, we are missing this font, so this could be the issue or the reason for these fonts. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to look for this fonts, bootstrap, vendor, font awesome free, and let's just get these font awesome web fonts, copy and paste it right here inside right here, let's say. Okay, let's refresh once again. Okay, so now you can see everything is working and we have our fonts back. Okay guys, so now everything makes sense and we have successfully implemented the CSS and JavaScript, and now is the time to make this page a layout. Let's move to Sublime once again and let's move to top. Let's start from the beginning. Okay, so from here let's separate some things first so that we can make it a perfect layout out of it. Okay, so this is a sidebar and I'm going to check where it ends. I will move down. Okay, yeah, end of sidebar. So I'm just going to copy from sidebar to end of sidebar. Okay, just copy it. Let's say cut it. Okay, and this time I will just close the public folder. We'll move to resources, backend, layout, and inside layout I'm going to create a new file and the name would be, let's just paste all the code first, and the name of this file would be sidebar.blade.php. okay, so now let's refresh our page because we are not going to have this sidebar right now because the file isn't saved right here. Let's save it, refresh, and now you are unable to see sidebar. Why? Because we need to include it right here. Okay, So I will just do @include, and I want to include a file that is inside views. So I don't have to type views because I'm using the include, and this will drop me once again inside this views. So I will just write inside views I want to access backend, then I want to access layout, then I want to access sidebar. That's it. Once again, we don't need to call the blade.php the extension. Okay, let's refresh. Okay, so now you can see the sidebar is right here. Okay, this is the first part. Now let's look for the top bar right here, and I will just check for the end of top bar. Okay, right here from the top bar I will copy everything until end of top bar. Okay, let's move up right here, cut, and once again I'm going to create a new file inside layout, because this is a part of layout. We are going to use this layout on every page. Okay, so I am just separating some things to create a simple layout. New file, paste all the code, save it, and it would be top bar.blade.php. That's it. Nice and simple. Save our master blade. Once again, we are going to unable to see the top bar. Refresh. Just wanted to show you. See, everything breaks up. So I will just include my top bar. Include backend layout dot top bar. That's it. Okay, everything is working fine. Okay, so the third part is let's say footer. So let's get this footer right here, footer to end of footer. Just copy everything, cut, and let's create a new file inside layout, paste it, and name would be footer.blade.php. Okay, nice and shining. Let's see. And this time I'm going to include it directly so we can see the difference. Backend layout footer. That's it. Okay, so we don't have our footer. Maybe I missed something, or we don't have anything inside this footer. Let's see. Master layout include backend layout footer. Let's refresh. Yeah, we are making some mistake. Yeah, it's in this. It's the spelling mistake. Sorry guys. Include. Okay, refresh, and now you can see your footer is right here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I am going to remove this. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to remove this search from the top bar, because in our case our every page is going to have a search bar except the dashboard. In the categories, tags, we are going to have a search bar. Why? Because we are going to use a data table, so we don't need this search bar. I will just remove it. Okay, top search bar right here, let's remove it. If you want to keep it, you can, not a problem, not at all. Refresh. Okay, so now I want to remove this because we are not going to use all this. So let's search for the 3, Control F. If I have it right here, no, yeah, it is inside the top bar. I will search for 3. Okay, no, not this one. Let me just see the exact. Yeah, 3 plus, so this one is right. Nav item, I will just remove this nav from the top bar. This ally, I don't want this, and the messages ally right here. Yeah, okay, that's it. Let's refresh. Okay, so we don't have anything and in the top bar, and it is perfectly fine. Okay, So now you can see how we reduce our code. Okay guys, okay, so next step is let's remove everything that is inside the sidebar. So I will just close the top bar and move to sidebar. Okay, so from here I don't want anything. Expect this. No, I don't want this heading as well. If you want to, you can keep it. This one interfaces. Okay, so you can define your own custom whatever you want. Okay, let's do it like this. Okay, I don't want these both of these allies. I don't want this ally, nor nav item, not this one. Okay, I'm just checking if there is anything that is necessary and we are forgetting it. Nope. And I don't want this because we are going to create a custom links using one single link, and we are going to create all those links later with let's say go with the flow. We are going to create all the links. Okay, so in this case I will just copy this to make it simple. Copy and paste it right here inside sidebar divider. You can see my code right here, sidebar end, and inside this dashboard there is a divider, and after that divider and between the last divider I am placing this li once again. Why? Because here I am going to get another link that would be, let's say, categories. Okay, let's refresh and now you can see our sidebar. Okay, so it is up and running and working perfectly fine. Okay, so this is how we reduce and make our master layout. Now this is the layout which we are going to use for our remaining pages, and we are for the category pages, for the dashboard pages. Let's say, let me just show you right here. For the dashboard pages we are going to use these types of card and this chart maybe, and if you want to use any of these you can use the HTML markup from the SB admin 2, but in my case I'm going to use these cards, and maybe I'm not going to use this chart, or let's say I will use, most probably I will use a Google chart, or maybe I can use this one. Okay, it is just that I'm familiar with Google chart, so it makes basically it is easy for me to work with the Google chart sometimes. Okay, so we will see, and if you want to use any HTML markup you can use it from right here. Okay, so this is our master layout for our backend pages, and for our front end pages, not for our front end pages but for the categories tag pages, we are going to implement something like this card right here, and inside this div right here we are going to have tables. So we will see later in these videos. Okay, so now let's make this page a master layout so we can use it anywhere we want. Okay, let's move to Sublime and I will just close this sidebar. And now is the time that we make our master layout a real master layout. Okay, so I will just type @yield. Let's create a title section because in this case each page is going to have a separate title. That's it. Okay, now if we want or if our specific page has some specific CSS, so we are going to create a section for that, and in this project section or in this project we are going to use approximately every page will have a specific CSS that will be related to only that specific page, and we will call it only on that specific page. Okay, so each page is going to have at least 1 or 2 CSS and JavaScript files that are only related to them, and to make that I am going to make a section right here @yield, and this time it would be styles. Okay, I'm being very specific with this, and in this case every specific page is going to have a specific CSS or JavaScript which will only be called on that specific page or to which it relates. Okay, So that's it from now, and I will move to down. Right here we are going to use this model for a logout. So right here scripts, right here @yield, and I'm going to create a section for the JavaScript of every page, and let's just name it scripts. Okay, now right here, okay, so right here we are going to have each page is going to have its content right here. So I will make a section @yield, or you can say not here but here, @yield content, because this is going to be a part of the content page. Okay, for now we will keep it right here. Let's just move, and now you can see we have our master layout successfully created. If we don't have a title, we will see this, but now our master layout is up and ready. Okay, so yeah, if you want to, you can remove all these unnecessary comments that we have. And I think this video is getting very big, or we have consumed a lot of time. So sorry guys, I know you guys don't like lengthy videos, but the purpose of this video was related to the future videos, and it is the most important video. Why? Because we created a master layout right here. Okay, so that's it from this video, and in the next video we are going to create a sample 1 to 2 pages using this master layout to check everything runs smoothly. Okay, so I hope you guys like the video. If you liked it, please like, subscribe and share. Thank you, take care, and yes, see you. Okay, take care.